Everybody, it's Linda G coming to you from Northern California. No fires right now. Yahoo. So, we're going to talk some shop. I still have questions left over from before. And I'll post for more questions for tomorrow. I'm going to try to do a little video every day till I leave Tuesday for Chicago. And you won't hear from me for a couple of days. So, I'm very excited, you guys. I can't begin to tell you. First of all, those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Linda G, Comanche Psychic. I'm a medium. I'm considered a channeler. And how that first happened was I'm the eldest of 3 children. And when I was about 4, my dad would say, "Get up, Linda, and change the channel." So I'm a channel changer. Anyway, that's my story and I'm sticking with it. I just made that up the other day and I used it once and it was kind of a hit. But I do talk to the other side and sometimes they're very specific. And as you guys know, I'll get it out of the blue. I do use the cards, but whatever I hear tends to be the right thing. So I just want you guys to know that everything is status quo, as I've been telling you. I'm going to start off with Mark Robinson. And please just let me tell you this. Mark Robinson's going to lose even before all that terrible stuff that he said on a trans site or whatever. They're begging Trump to say he's not for him, but Trump won't do it because he doesn't see anything wrong with what he's saying, I'm sure. But he's definitely not going to win. That I can tell you. Now, listen, you know my favorite guy, David Feldman. Well, he just did a video. And I was very surprised in the video because he said that he felt, well, he was talking about how they're going to do what they were trying to do to take over and keep Trump in as president. And then he's talking about a game plan that they're starting. It was very detailed, but I'm going to tell you, thankfully, Biden is the president. And listen, Mike Johnson will not be the speaker. His office officially ends on January 3rd. January 6th is where they do the count and amount. So he can throw what he wants, but I'm going to tell you at the end of the day, it's still going to be Kamala that wins. Okay? Just don't even worry. Don't even worry about it. You know what I'm saying? There will be some upsets. I even see some flyers. I don't know what that they're going to do, but there's some upsets here. But I just want you to know that also, okay, so David Feldman feels that we aren't going to be able to take the Senate. I totally disagree with him. He's going by what some of the numbers are, and I'm going to tell you, you can't put all your eggs in a basket with these numbers. We've been doing that for years, and we're always shown the door. I feel Tester will win. Right now, it's going lean Republican, but I feel whoever they're surveying is not the whole bunch. It's people that are going to vote for Kamala, they're going to vote for him. So there's a good portion of people that are going to vote for John Tester. I just feel him squeaking through, though, but I see him winning. And I also believe that Ted Cruz is going to lose. Ron Johnson is at the edge. Is it Ron Johnson? It's Ron something. I might have the name wrong. Who is this? Anyway, you guys know who I'm talking about. Hold on. I think he's in Florida. Boy, did I get that wrong. Rick Scott. And Ron Johnson, they kind of look alike. Rick Scott reminds me of that guy from Poltergeist with the hat singing the Jesus song. Anyway, I feel like he's going to lose. I've been feeling that for a while. So not wishing it, feeling it. And then when I was trying to look up who's the senator from Florida, they kept showing DeSantis. DeSatan is a nothing burger. DeSatan is the reason a lot of people are going to vote against Florida, you guys. And don't forget that dream I had that Florida turned blue. So we shall see. It either turns blue and they vote for Kamala, or it's like even their senators can't make it through because it turns so blue. Something's getting ready to happen. So, I mean, I'm not trying to do sunshine lollipops and all that. I'm not trying to blow smoke up your you know what. I'm just telling you what I've heard. And my guidance, the realm, has been very firm about this. And they just want you to know there's no reason to worry, and that this too shall pass. Kamala is definitely going to be the president. And when he was saying, when David Feldman was saying, you know, that we're going to lose the Senate, I heard my guides clear as day. Nope, not going to happen. That's what I got. For sure, we're going to get the House. So anyway, and Mike Johnson is a nothing burger. And I will tell you again what I've told you before. Don't worry about the United States shutting down, because even though Trump is begging Johnson shut her down, he's not going to do it. He just won't have the votes to do that. And he's got to go with his people as much as he loves his master. I see that they're going to do some holdover. But the main thing that you guys, I think I got this from David Feldman, for you guys to remember, is Mike Johnson is out of his position on the 3rd of January. So when the 6th of January comes along and we do the count, that's going to be, that's going to probably be with we'll already get a new speaker, and that'll be our guy. So, okay, so flag, Robinson's not going to win for sure. He's not going to win. People are already turned off by him. Having Trump's backing or not, you saw what Trump's backing did before. Remember that big red wave, and Trump said, oh, these people, I think one person won. One person, he said, should be in a congressman or whatever he did. One person won, okay? It's not going to be pretty for P. Diddy. They said he's on suicide watch. He knows the seriousness of this. I don't know if he'll commit suicide. I'm not feeling that right now. He thinks he has enough money to fight this as long as he can. But he did some significant damage. Basically, his life is over with, as far as being able to be a free citizen. You know, you can't create that much heartache and craziness without pain. Giuliani and Trump and all those people that, you know, were so underhanded, they're going to pay. And Trump's really going to pay. Trump is really going to pay, because he's a very bad person. I don't think P. Diddy has anything on Trump at all, but I feel like they spoke the same language. That's why he likes him. Okay, but remember, P. Diddy liked it both ways. So I don't think Trump, I don't know. I don't think Trump liked it both ways. Okay. Okay. Thank you guys for all your well wishes and stuff. Now listen, that's Sarah Huckabee, and I'm going to repeat this, and some of you remember what I said. There's trouble coming up. When I look at her, I get this sick feeling in my gut. There's trouble coming up, and there's big trouble come January 6th when our Jack gets to get in there and take care of business. Mark my words on this. It's not going to be very pretty. I even see her with that sullen look. She's going to be in trouble even before the end of her career as a governor. She's going to be subpoenaed. She's going to have to be heard before a judge, governor or no governor. So I mean, for her to make that comment too about Kamala, you know, that she's not fulfilled because she doesn't have, oh, hell no. This is the same woman that wants young kids to work. She wants kids out there working. so these rich people can make money off of child labor. Nice, real nice. Arkansas is going to be red. I don't care which way you turn it. Arkansas is red. Okay, but that doesn't matter. After Sarah Huckabee goes down and Trump goes down, things will change. Okay. So is Kamala safe? Yes, because the people around her are really looking out for her. But there are people that would love to do something bad to her. But she's being very well taken care of. I do not see any kind of assault or attempt at anything. I see her being okay. I saw her at her inaugural ball. Okay. She's gonna look fabulous, by the way. I saw her at the inaugural ball, so she's gonna be okay. Biden's gonna be real happy too. So did any of you guys watch with Russia, Through Russia with Liv? That movie that Rachel Maddow produced. So I started in the very beginning, she did an hour of just news. And once again, I had to turn her off because she started talking about how close this race is. And it's like, yeah. Anyways, I'm telling you, I saw her and Nicole Wallace sitting in that seat. I won't be watching them. I'll be watching from someplace else. Just very shocked, kind of like, whoa, okay, we didn't see that come. Okay, do you see what I'm saying? Like, whoa, this is really this is a landslide. And that's what gets me at David Feldman. He kept saying he sees a landslide. So well, I got fuzzy. So I don't understand why he would think that the Senate wouldn't be a landslide. I feel the Senate's going to be a Democrat. I really do. Could be wrong. Blame my guides, but they've told me. So anyway, To Russia with Liv was a very good. I liked the movie. I watched that through. And Liv wanted to apologize to Biden, Hunter Biden, because they tried to set him up. And Zelensky, what a guy. Zelensky would not do what Trump told him to do. Zelensky was an actor, and it was shocking when he won. But that's how desperate people were to come out of that bull, you know. And he just refused to give Trump what he wanted. He was willing to go without it. I love it. And if it's been told many times, and I've told you guys this, if this had been a secret ballot, if these Democrats could have voted and not have released who they were, Trump would have been impeached. But because it released who they are, they couldn't risk it because he had a way of ruining people's careers. And it was interesting that he still had this way of ruining people's careers, yet he was a loser. He was always losing. He was losing everything. And he couldn't recommend people and have them win because they'd lose. So his word wasn't the great thing. It's interesting to see this kind of energy going through, but he's got things coming. He's got it coming. Okay. Okay, the Georgia Board of Elections. Now they had said that they were going to count each one of these ballots. That won't happen. I can just tell you what my guide said. When I listened to it, the guide said, no, won't happen. Almost like it's being overturned or something. They're trying that, but it's not going to happen. But notice how the news media gets up and runs with it. Oh my God, they're going to, no, it's already put on a stay by the AG, a Republican. So no, it's not going to happen. And even Congress, the Supreme Court, even that crazy thing about Trump, which by the way will be reversed. There's, they rejected Trump. How many times? 64 times with that this was a stolen election. They needed facts and they just never had facts. Okay, so I also wanted to tell you guys about who did the Georgia election. Oh, so apparently Kamala is going to debate Trump October 23rd. You guys will correct me if that's incorrect. On CNN. Let's see. He won't want anybody to fact check. Okay, let's clear the energy. Doesn't matter, she's gonna win. My vote should be in right already, because it's you can mail it in. Tell me about Kamala. Kamala and Trump, October 23rd. October 23rd. I see Tester winning. I'm sorry, I just got another vision of him. And you know, I have no business talking about big bellies, but Trump made fun of Tester's belly. Oh my God, did you see the size of that belly? Did you see the side view of Robinson? Oh my God. Just some men get bigger bellies when they're older. What is this going to be like? Well, she's going to be pretty strong in this. There's something interrupting. Tell me what this is. Something is not going to go status quo. October 23rd. Will Kamala debate? He's desperate enough to do it because he's a loser. He's losing big time, you guys. Tell me about I never really felt Trump would do it again, but let's just double check. She would love to. If they do debate again, she's the winner. Queen of Wands, that's her. She'll go in with the sword. Something's going to happen before this debate. It's going to shake people up. Maybe that's the October surprise. Here's Biden supporting her. The world is here, raking in your just rewards. Some things are going to happen, some roller coaster rides before this. And Trump comes in haggard. He's just barely able to come off like king for a day. More information's coming out about him. More stuff. You know, he wants to escape. If he loses, which he is, he wants to escape. I see him maybe even getting there, but they're going to pull him back because he's going to have to pay for everything he's done. So the October 23rd, real bad for Trump because things are real bad before the 23rd. Now, I don't remember when our guy is going to, when Coach is going to do, actually spelled Coach Couch. And I had Vance's name on top. So, you know, Vance loves a couch. Coach, how is your debate going to do with Vance? I just heard good. They just said to me, good. It's like happy, good. Vance is going to be really stupid. I just heard that. I see Vance talking and everybody's like, huh? And then I see Walsh talking and kind of hitting specific energies, and he's doing really good. He's not afraid of him. He's not intimidated at all. But he's not going to go in boisterous, like, yeah, sucker. He's going to come in and be quite intelligent with his answers. But he has some things he says that are pretty cool. Some zingers. Zing. He did a good job in Minneapolis, so I don't know what the hell they're going to hit him on. My boys are here playing games in the other room. Hold on, I'm gonna look up Vance. Hold on. So Vance's birthday is August 2nd. He's a Leo. And then Waltz is the April 6th. So he's an Aries. So they're both fire signs, but it's showing the King of Wands as the winner. And I think it shows that Vance is going to be able to make the Leo look like a fool. He's going to go in there kind of happy. The Ace of Wands on the top. I mean, this is victory. This is victory for sure. I see Waltz coming in with a good, I hope I've been saying Waltz. Waltz is going to win. But I see him coming in with some good zingers. But it's like JD Vance is going to get caught kind of like in a lie or being tongue-tied or something. Something's going to happen with him that people were like, after this, they're going to say, oh, what a putz. Couldn't happen to a nicer guy. You know what I'm saying? I want you to know, I didn't watch the Oprah interview, but I want you to know that Kamala has said, and that good border policy that was brought up by the Republicans that got knocked down because Trump said he didn't want it to go through, that will go through. They'll vote on that. They're going to vote on Roe versus Wade. They're going to shore things up and she's going to sign it. It's no joke. It's actually going to happen. Trio said, will private equity firms ever be stopped from buying up everything? Yes, they will be stopped. They will be stopped. There's some real intense intel going on of them looking at, this is foreign agencies. I don't know how that happened, but it seems to be foreign. And let me tell you what else. Elizabeth Warren has said she's going to get these big conglomerates that are buying up these vet hospitals that happen out here where I live. And they up the price just significantly. Just a simple, I take both my dog in for their physical, maybe their tetanus or whatever they need, rabies or whatever. And it's like $500 a pop. And you know, Lulu's tooth was $3,000. They were going to pull a tooth for a dog I had that was like $200 10 years ago. So something's wrong with this picture. Okay. But they will get on this and make sure that these firms, these people that are buying up things and overpricing are going to take care of things. Have you guys noticed grocery prices are down? I've noticed that chicken's down. I've noticed a lot of prices going down. But I guess beef is still, I get beef from Costco because you can get a good amount of it and then I just break it up and freeze it. Okay, so here we go. Thank you guys for all the questions. Katie said, I'm concerned about exploding pagers and walkie-talkies. Where did Israel get this intel? Somebody told Israel about this. It's not going to happen in the United States. There feels like there's more conflict going on. I haven't seen anything on the news, but I feel more bombings even going towards Israel right now. I guess they killed some big time people. This is really a tough time, you guys. this is a tough time, but I do see conflict. But if you're worried about it going off in the United States, no. And I also see the big companies that make cell phones and pagers and all. God, pagers, who remembers pagers? I see them doing something to make sure it can't happen. It cannot happen. Don't worry about a government shutdown, Jamie. It's not going to happen. Then there's something else I was thinking that I wanted to tell you guys about. I wanted to tell you that I got a vision, a hit of this room where Jack Smith is with all this paperwork. And I see people in line coming into this room where he's at. And there's other DOJ personnel there. And they are stamping something. So it's almost like they know they're in trouble. So there's a lot of people that think they're all that in a cup of tea, about ready to go down, and especially Johnson. Johnson will go down. So what are they going to do with the Supreme Court? You know, as much as I love Biden, he's sitting on adding to the Supreme Court. He's sitting on it because he doesn't want it. It's like, I don't know what he's doing here. And they got to get rid of DeJoy, and the two people who come in that he chose to take the place of the others, they're sitting on it. Things are going to happen quickly. DeJoy is going, okay? It might not be right when this voting happens, but DeJoy is going. Are you going to add to the Supreme Court, or are you going to, there's going to be hearings. I think I see two new people. So I don't know what exactly, you know, when Kamala wins again, it's almost like these guys are saying, we're done. Well, there's nothing else we can do. And did you hear what a lowlife Roberts is about how he wanted to do this immunity thing way before it was even asked? He was working behind closed doors. Chump. And then somebody released all this so we could see it. You know, the people within the organization of the Supreme Court want to save America. There's some real heroes there, you guys. So don't worry, things are going to work out. The Supreme Court will be handled. A lot of the stuff they voted on that was ridiculous is going to be handled. Money that goes towards people, you can't hide it anymore. They're going to change that. There's a lot of work going to be done. And I saw Jack Smith stamping. Next stamp, next stamp. Sarah Huckabee is one of those people. Sarah Huckabee is in trouble for the January 6th. I don't know what she did, but there's something there because she's in trouble. And she's in trouble for some monetary thing that's happening in her. And you know, Arkansas is so poor, makes you wonder if they get a lot of money from us, from taxpayers. Makes you wonder, you know, are they hoarding it for themselves? Like Trump taking all that money for this, for the disabled or whatever, or for the vets, and then keeping it. Okay, so can you believe Lindsey Graham going to Nebraska? It's so obvious. He's in the hands of. Hey, notice how you're not hearing anything else about Looney or whatever her name was. All of a sudden that calmed down because it was getting too loud. They told everybody to shut up. Will Elon Musk ever be held accountable for all the stuff he does? He does terrible things, and we pay him big money. Well, Elon Musk. Ooh. Well, that was a weird hit. Somebody just said to me, he will suffer as bad as P. Diddy. Now, P. Diddy's been committing crimes forever, and he thought he owned the business, but he's been underhanded. Elon Musk is in the hands of foreign people, and all of this will be coming out. Intel, big time Intel already knows this. So when it comes down, it's going to come down hard. They're getting Trump out of the way. Trump should already be in jail, you guys, but they're tap dancing on him because, of course, he announced he was running a year before he ran because he knew that if he didn't, he'd be in trouble. You guys are so nice. Thank you for everything you do. Yeah, Hakeem Jeffries will be the Speaker of the House. It might not be until the 3rd or the 4th of January, but he'll be in there come the exchange for Kamala. You guys wanted to know what if Gavin Newsom is ever going to get a hold. Let me tell you something. Gavin Newsom talks the talk, but he doesn't walk the walk, and he's in the hands of these special interests. I'm going to tell you right now, it breaks my heart to say it, because, you know, he was the first one that allowed gay marriage in San Francisco. So he does he does think in fairness, but his money is just corrupting him because PG&E is getting ready to do another 20-30% hike. And, you know, all these hikes are based on what they did, how terrible job they did with the lines catching on fire. And so guess what? We have to pay. They're not having to pay because Newsom is helping them out. So no, he's not going to get a grip on, no, he's not going to do it. Let me tell you, they gave me a notice saying that they were going to come out and cut my trees, you know, so the lines weren't hitting the trees. And some guys came out and they barely cut a branch. And I'm sure they charge PG&E and Arm Lake. It's like, really? That's what you do? I pay for my own trees. It costs me several $1,000s. That's some big oak tree. By the way, the city doesn't allow you to cut down an oak tree unless you pay thousands of dollars, and then you have to replace it with another oak tree. Well, what the? But anyway, so I have my trees cut, and they get cut good, and they're way far away from those lines. But that's me doing it. They're not doing it. But I got to tell you something. This conglomerate that's going on with the electric and all that, it's going to get hit big, and they're going to have to be bringing their prices down. Now, my son is sort of actively looking for a new apartment. And I told him, wait, son, because next year things are going to go down. Well, sure enough, the interest rate's gone down. Pretty soon you're going to see people buying more homes. When we first moved out here to Marin County, you know, it was expensive to live here, but we got in right when everybody was buying those homes. Remember, you could buy them for a song. So the apartment we went into, a 2-bedroom, 2-story apartment, was pretty nice. And the amount was cheap, and it was like $400 deposit to get in. It was cheap. And that lasted for a while till the fall. I think we moved out here in 2006 and the crash was 2008. But I will tell you something, PG&E, and then watch the big money they give to their CEOs. But I am very disappointed with Gavin Newsom, I will tell you that. And the insurance companies, they're just going in like Flint. Yeah, he realizes they need money, but he's not telling them figure it out because they're not figuring it out. They're just making the regular Joe Blow off the street pay. No. There will be someone else that comes in after him, not a Republican, because the Republicans will be just as bad. But somebody who really worries about the regular people. Whoever partakes in running might not, what is it, 2026 or 27? Whoever comes in, they will be very focused on not letting PG&E and all these people take over California like they're doing. What happened too is they got Newsom a little bit between a rock and a hard place because they're leaving states that, you know. And so, yeah, no, but Pacific Gas is in the Pacific coast. And so, no, don't mess with us. Don't mess with us. Hey, listen, I complained to State Farm when they were up in another $50 on my insurance. And I said, wait a second, I just turned in my lease car. In 3 years, I put 15,000 miles on it. And you're going to up me another 50. And for some reason, they dropped it. So it's still up a little bit, but not that much. Okay, so let's see what else we're going to hit up here. Guys, give me so many good questions. Somebody wants to know, will Marshawn finally hit Trump in November of 2020 or November 26th of this year? And this is after he loses. And yes, he's going to get him. He's going to get him. I don't know about jail time. I've been telling you guys that. Something is pretty restrictive. But it might not be right in jail, but it's something like home confinement or something. Something that he can't say, well, we're all in prison. No, you're not. You're nobody. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. China's had over 13 typhoons this year. I told you guys that this was going to happen as far as, and a lot of it is in Europe, Spain, Portugal fire. By the way, Portugal had a nice rain the other day. Prayers help you guys. So tell me about. I just saw the icebergs, Greenland and stuff. They're melting. It's really shifting. The Earth's energy is shifting. So batten down. You know, we think all this is big. We're in our own little world and we're complaining about this and that. We don't have a clue. I told you that eventually they're going to do like more portable housing for everyone. The government, our government will take care of us when we're struggling for something. The youth will save us. There's more hurricanes coming up here before the end of October. Now, when you pray as if it's already happened. Don't ask, no, it is here. Stand in faith and know what you're praying for will come true. It's like, maybe I'm praying every time I know Trump is going to lose, but I know it in the soul, in my heart so well. It's almost like trying to tell me anything else is, it's not true. He's not going to win. We're going to clean it up. That's what my guys just said. Our nation will clean it up. And there's some really good youth people coming into office that are really going to help. They're going to get rid of all this backdoor stuff, paying all this money, all this, especially these oil companies. They got their come and stay. It's going to take 3 years, but they are going to have to stop with the paying under the table stuff. I remember Marcia said the electric company installed new smart meters on people's homes. I got that years ago. And then she's saying her bills have doubled and tripled. I didn't notice that, but the smart meters have been around for a while. People were complaining about that, and it's like nobody listens. You almost think it's an inside job. Yes. Do animals understand what is happening with the planet changing? Absolutely, yes. And don't forget, my dog started acting weird right before we got the shake that was on camera in my house. They absolutely do know. Okay, let's see. Yeah, Tim Walsh, he's going to kick 80s Vance. Yeah. I just see Vance talking, but nothing's coming out of his mouth. It's the weirdest hit I got. Like he's talking and people are listening, but nothing's coming out of his mouth. Or it's so garbled that nobody understands. or it's so ridiculous, you know. Don't worry about earthquakes. There are some shakers, but no Armageddon shakers, okay? I'll feel before an Armageddon shaker's coming up and I'll warn you, but right now I see shakers and people getting shook up, but it's not going to be terrible. You know, ML, I got a feeling Pete Buttigieg is going to be our Secretary of State. I could be wrong. He's such a good man, and he's going to do so good. He's got a beautiful family. Pete Buttigieg. Somebody said it was disrespectful for me to call him Pete Buttigieg, but that's my nickname, and it's a loving name. He'd probably laugh at it. The latest shooting was not an inside job towards Donald Trump. I can tell if it is, but it's not. Both of them. The first one feels weird, so maybe there was something with that, but the second one feels like it's just this idiot. Okay, that's why they're not talking about it a lot, because the bottom line is he wasn't doing it for the Democrats. Oh, Israel is going down. I'm so sorry, Israel. I'm just going to tell you that Israel is going down. Netanyahu, just count the days. People want him out. So listen, I want to tell you something. Someone wrote me and said that Putin was talking to some witch doctor. And the witch doctor gave him the go-ahead to hit the Ukraine, which tells you, obviously, he wasn't a good seer or a psychic. And now he's given him the okay to nuke US. Putin is not going to do that. He wouldn't be able to do it. I'm telling you, he will not be able to do it. You might as well just take a razor and slice your throat, because it's not going to happen. If he dare do it, and it even it goes up in the air and we knock it out up in the space, Russia would be done. It's like a suicide. I do not see him doing that. And I do feel the ETs are very good. And you've seen the stories. They shut down the whole thing. They said they cannot interfere with our free will, but they can interfere with nukes because they don't want the Earth to rumble in a way that devastates other planets. So I'm going to tell you, witch doctor or no witch doctor, no. And be careful about listening to that kind of stuff. Oh yeah, did you hear Putin's talking? No, unless you're standing there and you saw it, you don't know it. Because I feel Putin is desperate. He's desperate. Like if it was Hitler in office right now, Hitler would probably be, because remember towards the end, he didn't care. He didn't care. They were making children hold guns and fight. He did not care. And Putin feels like he's at that point. I don't care. I don't care. Just let him die. So, Morningstar said, do you and your guys feel like the Dems will be in control of the House Senate? Absolutely. I just feel like everybody's standing around saying, we did it. We did it. I can't believe it. And what happens is that energy I got from the Republicans was, holy cow. It's almost like it's not only did Trump create this bad feeling, but he also created the end of them. Why did we stand by this putz? Because look what he did. He ruined us. That's what I get. Y'all can take that to the bank. So, okay, you guys, I'll catch you tomorrow. I'll do another posting and ask for fresh updated questions. I'm feeling a little low key right now. Nothing really for us to talk about. Robinson is a nothing burger. He wasn't going to win anyway. That I can tell you. I think I told you before he's not going to win. This just adds on to it. It's no biggie. But you know, the media has to have something to talk about. Anybody that's concerned about taking away women's rights and doing this, Remember that, who was it? Was he a senator or a Republican? The guy that was so anti-gay. Just vehemently anti-gay. And then they caught him in the bathroom trying to pick up a guy. Remember that guy? He had to step down. I'm disappointed my wife. Shoot, I'd be cashing in the check and heading to Las Vegas. Shoot. Don't hurt my feelings. All right, you guys. Things are going to be okay. I don't want you to worry. Okay, cheers.